bad week to be Rudy Giuliani. Just this afternoon, he filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in federal court in New York.
Attorney, and you can file Chapter 11, which is a reorganization, and then once you have, and this is for protection. My fear is, we can pull a credit line if we want to have a little bit more thing, and you could look good on, just go online. There are many credit lines available. People are lining up to lend to HOA to put a credit line, and if you all know, a credit line is not a loan. If you use the money, you pay interest. If you don't, so it's basically having cash, but you're not paying anything for it.
You know,
okay, I'll do, let me, okay.
We need to hear from someone.
Okay, do you want me to read the numbers?
What's unfair to listen to is to hear how you are trying to take care of the community. We're in this position.
I've always taken care of the community.
It's his fault. I didn't interrupt you. Let me finish. To listen to this and talk about what's fair to the community, what would have been fair to the community is how the board responded to the Rhinegold's in September of 2020 when they offered to settle the case for $2.6 million. Instead, we're $7.5 million in debt because nobody responded. I am the last person that wants to hurt our community, but this was dropped in my lap and other people's lap that are on the board that have nothing to do with this. So to listen to this, it's insane to me. We are put in this position because of the breach of the fiduciary duty, because nothing was done, including not responding to the $2.6 million that they offered to settle with in September. So now we're put in a position where we have to, kick the can down the road, borrow more money, leverage the community on borrowing from every which way we can. That's great. One way or another, the community is paying for it. So to make it sound as pretty as you are, they're still gonna pay one way or another, whether we leverage everything we have or we don't. It's insane to me.
Okay.
I'll be very brief. Look, we've got a judgment potentially coming at us within the next few days or a week or whatever it is. Let's do whatever, at the end of the month. That essentially might total out to somewhere in the neighborhood of 5.5, plus the 2 that we borrowed. But let's concentrate on the 5.5. 5.5 is going to be due within 30 days or 60 days unless we strike a deal. And it doesn't seem to me like the Rhinegold's are in the mood of striking any deal that would benefit us where we don't have to come up with a huge chunk up front. That chunk is what's concerning. It's 30 days from now, 45 days from now, we're going to have to come up with either 3 or 5 or 7 million bucks. Where do we get it? How do we come up with that money without having to borrow it from somewhere else that will take 6 months to conclude, or whatever time it takes? Every minute we don't pay the Rhinegold's, we're paying, $1,500 a day it's costing us $1,500 a day to play with them.
$45,000 a month.
Right. They would be very glad just to keep collecting while we jerk around trying to figure out how to, save here, sell this, file this, do something else. I mean, it's insane. It's like borrowing on a credit card. It's an incredibly expensive proposition. The bottom line is the judge will decide within the next few days. We have to come up with the money. How we do it? The easiest way to do it is to assess. And then if we get money, God willing, from the insurance company, and we've heard that forever, from attorneys telling us we're gonna win while we keep on losing, if we get that money from the insurance company, we'll give it back to the owners. We'll give it back to the HOA.
The new number is...
To the reserve, sorry.
Please note,
We'll
the new
reduce,
number is...
we'll reduce the HOA fees or whatever it is we have to do. But we have a timing problem. Our timing problem is 30 to 45 days away. That's our timing problem.
I don't think anybody...
Absolutely. So,
Eric, I think for us moving forward, everyone here is in agreement that this has to be paid off right away. Like, nobody's saying, don't pay it off, right? So you're all
the last thing, but if we don't do anything, we just got to stay in judgment until, I think, January 1st. If we don't take action until January 5th, and again, I spoke with the bankruptcy attorney. This is not a normal bankruptcy. This is Chapter 11 reorganization, which you withdraw the lawsuit after. What it is, it's protection from creditors. This is what it's used for. Yeah. Yes, but also the board needs to hire, like, don't listen to me, don't listen to Sean, hire our own bankruptcy attorney and hear it for ourselves and not exploring this because listen, no, this is small money. So, I mean, just to get an attorney to give us advice, because I'm representing one thing, Sean is representing another.
Could you put it in the beginning of January?
We don't have the time. We need protection because we're going to be out of money in January 7th, because that's what I've been doing. So, and we're not getting the special assessment by January 7th in any case. We're talking about a couple of weeks, so we need to do something to protect the HOA assets so they don't just come in and pull everything from our bank account on January 7th. The only way to do that, of course I do, the only way to do that is through Chapter 11. And since, Madam Chair, since it's about me. Okay, listen, this can't go. The community is watching. That's all I care about.
And I need to know about documentation. Like,
Yes, none of the stuff is available to him.
No, I understand,
That's what he
but
tried to steal from my office.
Oh, Ed, shut the